Turki Alalshik has officially confirmed it. Canelo Alvarez vs Terence Crawford is set for September 12 at Las Vegas Stadium. This time, it's not speculation or talk, it's real. The announcement came live in the ring just moments after Canelo secured a unanimous decision win over William Skull. Crawford entered the ring, and the two went face-to-face, setting up one of the most anticipated clashes in boxing history. After years of rumors and weight class debates, Crawford finally gets the legacy-defining fight he's chased, and he sounded completely locked in when asked about stepping into the toughest challenge of his career.
Excited, this is the biggest fight of my career, if it happened, and I'm just looking forward to it. I'm excited. Looking over the landscape of boxing and the opportunities and the accomplishments that Canelo had, and sizing them up and things like that. I know we ain't never been in the ring before, but it's a great opportunity for me in my career. It's very exciting. It's like throwing gasoline on a bucket of fire. I'm very competitive, and I'm looking to be competitive in a fight.
Two undisputed champions with completely different styles are now set for one monumental clash. Crawford has dominated both 140 and 147, while Canelo rules at 168. This September, they'll finally meet in a showdown already being hailed as the most high-stakes fight of the decade. Terence Crawford understands exactly what's at stake, and he made that crystal clear following the announcement.
The face of boxing, he's the best fighter.
When asked about the weight difference, the biggest question surrounding this fight, Crawford didn't even flinch.
That's why we fight the fight. So September 12th, we all gonna see if the weight gonna make a difference or not.
No excuses, no hypotheticals. Crawford knows the risk, but he also knows the reward. It's legacy versus legacy, pound for pound king versus the face of boxing, and now it's official, September 12th in Las Vegas. While some critics say Crawford is taking on too much by stepping up to 168 to face Canelo, others, like former world champion Amir Khan, see it differently. For Khan, it's about more than just the weight on the scale.
More than size, you need more than weight, you need more than everything. I think what you need now is, you just need box IQ, the right box IQ, You need to be smart. And someone like Canelo fighting against Crawford, you need more than power, you need more than speed, you need ring IQ, you need literally everything, because this is the two best pound for pound fighters who are going to be fighting each other, even though Crawford is going to be giving away a lot of weight, but I feel that it could go either way.
That's the heart of this matchup, a clash between raw power and pure boxing IQ. And if Crawford has shown anything, it's that he's not just moving up in weight, he's taking down champions along the way. Amir Khan, who's been in the ring with Canelo himself, knows exactly what it means to step up and feel that power. When asked about Crawford making the jump to 168, Khan didn't hold back. He sees size as the key factor that gives Canelo a major edge.
Size matters, bro. End of the day, I think I like, but if it was at 147 or 154, I say Crawford. But because anything heavier than that, if it's at 160 or above, I got Crawford winning.
You got who winning?
You got Crawford.
Got Canelo winning.
So anything over 160, Canelo. Anything below, if it's at 154.
Though Khan praised Crawford's skill set and admitted he could still cause problems at higher weights, he cautioned fans not to be misled by technique alone. Citing Canelo's recent bout with Skull, Khan noted that while Skull landed clean shots, he lacked the power to make an impact, and in his view, Crawford wouldn't either.
Big Skull was today, and he couldn't really cause problems. He was touching Canelo, but not hurting him. Canelo takes a good shot. Canelo's a tough opponent, man. He can take a shot and give a shot back, and he's still young and strong and throws good shots and has good stamina.
Amir Khan ended with a direct warning to Crawford, drawn from his own experience. He urged Crawford to think twice about taking such a risk, recalling the harsh lessons of stepping up against a naturally bigger and more explosive fighter. While Khan still respects Crawford's power at welterweight, he emphasized that the physical gap at super middleweight is an entirely different challenge.
Still a spring chicken, he still got it.
Time. This happened. You came a long way.
It's a tough fight for. Look, I advise Crawford not to take a fight like that, because I know what it's like when you give too much weight away. Even though Crawford is a big welterweight fighter, and and he's a strong fighter as well. But look, Canelo is just a bit stronger and heavier in my opinion, and bigger and stronger.
Dimitri Bivol, one of the few to defeat Canelo Canelo, weighed in after watching the face-off with Terence Crawford, and he didn't hold back. He made it clear this won't be a walk in the park for Canelo.
I think Crawford wants this fight a lot. He wants this fight, and I think he will be more active than Canelo's previous opponent, and he has different mentality. He has champion mentality. I think fight will be much more.
Then came the question of weight and whether the size gap might be too much for Crawford, but Bivol wasn't convinced that would be the deciding factor.
I think Crawford will not let Canelo just walking on the ring when he wants, because we could see this fight. Canelo did everything. When he wanna rest, he could rest easy, in this fight. Yeah, of course, when he wants to work, that guy didn't give him work. It just rest. And I think with Crawford, it will be harder to rest.
Coming from a man who's already cracked the Canelo code, this is more than hype, it's a warning. Crawford's mentality, movement, and ring IQ could be enough to push Canelo out of his comfort zone, even at 168. But while many back Crawford's skills to bridge the size gap, rising middleweight contender Hamza Shiraz isn't among them. For him, the issue isn't Crawford's talent, it's the physics.
By knockout. I think he does win by knockout. And that's only because of the weight. You can't jump up from 54 to 68 fighting the best of the best, even though you're the best yourself. It's too much of a weight jump, man. But listen, you never know. You can't write off Crawford, but I think Canelo will knock him out.
And while Shiraz acknowledged that Crawford's greatness makes anything possible, his final prediction didn't change. Fresh off a unanimous decision win over William Skull, in a bout with more movement than action, Canelo faced questions about what's next. The crowd wasn't impressed, and neither, it seemed, was Canelo. Then came the real headline, confirmation that he's ready for the Crawford showdown. Still basking in his win, Canelo made one thing clear: the real fight starts now.
I hope not. I hope not, because the people deserve a good fight.
What do you make of the Crawford fight next?
Huh?
How excited are you for the Crawford fight?
I'm excited. I'm gonna enjoy this win, and then we think let's do it.
The official face-off between Canelo and Crawford may have appeared respectful, but the words exchanged told a different story. Fresh off a frustrating 12-round decision win over William Skull, Canelo didn't hold back when confronting Crawford face-to-face.
How are you feeling after your great performance tonight?
Oh, I feel great. I win, I come to put a great show, but to put a great show, you need both fighters. So
the undisputed champ didn't hide his frustration with how the Skull fight played out. The lack of action, constant movement, and excessive clinching clearly bothered him. He made it clear he doesn't want Crawford turning their mega fight into another 12-round jog.
Hey, fighting like that, because to put a good show, you need to have two fighters try to be able to try to win, do something. But it is what it is. I'm happy. I'm happy with the win, and that's all matters.
But behind that calm statement was real irritation. Canelo's body language showed it. His tone confirmed it. And when pressed further, he called out the very mindset he believes spoils boxing's biggest stages.
I win, I come to put a great show, but to put a great show, you need both fighters. So, but at the end of the day, win is a win.
Are you frustrated with William Skull?
Yeah, a little bit, but
what did you say to him at the end of the fight?
I say to him, you just come to, you can not win a fight like that, fighting like that. And he said, yeah, I'm sorry, it's my first time, and I just tried to put a good fight, and I'm so sorry.
Then came Canelo's message, not just to Skull, but to anyone thinking of stepping into the ring with him just to survive. If you're not coming to fight, don't bother showing up.
That's a mediocre mind. Because they come just to survive, to go to the 12th round. That's a mediocre mind. You need to put a good fight there and put great show,
While most saw Canelo Alvarez's unanimous decision over William Skull as routine, even dull, former world champion Amir Khan sparked controversy with his blunt take. Khan didn't just say it was close, he went as far as to say he thought Skull may have edged it.
You think Skull did enough, yeah?
I think he did enough, man. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I like Canelo, but I think it was very close, and I thought Skull won by 2 rounds.
Khan highlighted Skull's ring IQ and timing, noting how he made Canelo miss while landing sharp counters. For Khan, it wasn't just about being active, it was about effective boxing. Even when the interviewer mentioned Canelo's early body shots, Khan didn't budge.
All was making him miss, but catching him with some good shots. I mean, you might be looking as a fighter, and you're looking at who was landing the better shots. It was Skull the cleaner shots.
Did you not think the body shots from Canelo were good?
At the start of the fight, yeah. But then towards the end, that's why Canelo slowed down a lot, and that's where I think Skull picked his pace up and was throwing a lot more shots and making Canelo miss a lot as well. But look, in the day, a very close fight. Like that, I had a 2 rounds to Skull, but it could have gone either or.
Amir Khan's verdict stands in sharp contrast to the official scorecards and to Canelo's own confidence, but it echoes a growing question among fans. Was that truly dominance, or did Canelo just edge past a fighter with nothing to lose? Either way, it adds another layer of complexity to the upcoming Crawford showdown. Trainer Joel Diaz didn't sugarcoat his thoughts on the matchup. While he called Crawford his favorite fighter, he still sees this challenge as far too steep. For Diaz, it's not just about skill, it's about size, firepower, and proven durability.
Canelo to win. Simple as that. That's all I can tell you.
Then in September, if Canelo wins, he's got Terence Crawford waiting in the wings.
There is no way that Terence Crawford, being to me my favorite fighter, the best fighter pound for pound, can be Canelo. A 147-pounder moving up to 68, he can only maybe go 2-3 rounds, good 2-3 rounds, and then Canelo hits him.
Diaz made it clear, Canelo's size and power aren't just on paper, they're proven in the ring. He pointed out that even Gennady Golovkin, one of the hardest hitters at middleweight, couldn't put a dent in Canelo. That's why, according to Diaz, once Crawford feels that difference, it's game over. To drive the point home, he compared it to another recent example of a slick technician stepping up too far and paying the price.
Being hit by Triple G, the hardest hitter in the division, and never hurt him. But Canelo will hit Crawford and he'll hurt him. Let's put it this way. You remember the fight Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade?
Yes.
Demetrius Andrade was a great fighter. Nobody wanted to fight him at 54. He moved to 60. Fought 1 or 2. Nobody wanted to fight him at 60. So what did he do? He moved up to 68 because there was nothing for him. Look what he did in the first early round. Demetrius Andrade was in control. He was doing great. But once that weight starts kicking in, it takes over. There is no way that Crawford can beat Canelo. Turkey on the cheek. It's a big fan of Terence Crawford. Wants to give him a good payday, and simple as that. That's all it is.
So while Diaz respects Crawford's skill, he's clear, this fight isn't about boxing IQ, it's about survival in a weight class where size, strength, and pressure overwhelm even the most gifted fighters. In his view, Crawford's brilliance won't be enough to stop the inevitable. Robert Garcia's father, the legendary Eduardo "Big" Garcia, kept it blunt when asked about Canelo versus Crawford. To him, this fight isn't about skill, legacy, or tactics, it's about weight, power, and business. He doesn't see any scenario where Crawford wins, not even a miraculous one. Crawford is a great fighter, but he's moving up, Garcia said. It's impossible for him to win, Canelo will beat him. Promoters don't want Canelo to lose, he generates millions. Boxing icon Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. echoed similar doubts. He isn't convinced about Crawford jumping all the way to 168 to face Canelo. Speaking candidly, Chavez warned that Crawford's skills might only carry him through the early rounds before the physical difference becomes too much. And despite all the buzz, Chavez believes this fight is being made more for money than merit.
Los primeros rounds van a ser difíciles. El cubano tiene un estilo movidizo, pero creo que la experiencia de Canelo se va a imponer y va a ganar por nocaut.
You think the first rounds are going to be a little bit difficult because this Cuban style, he moves a lot. But after the second half of the fight, probably Canelo is going to, see.
Chavez believes Crawford's slick movement might help him survive the early rounds, but time won't be enough. As the fight drags on, he expects Canelo to systematically break him down. What concerns Chavez most is the size gap. A leap from 147 to 168 doesn't make sense from a fighter's perspective. In his eyes, this isn't a fair challenge, it's a financial opportunity disguised as a super fight.
The two fighters are going to be different weight classes, even though they're going to fight on a specific weight. He believes that they're just going because of the money, Crawford, but probably Canelo is going to knock.
Chavez Sr. isn't denying Crawford's greatness, but he's highlighting the hard truth, money fight or not, size matters. And if Canelo lands clean, he doesn't just see Crawford losing, he sees him getting knocked out. Sean Porter, who's actually sparred with Canelo, speaks from first-hand experience when he talks about size, weight, and pressure. While Porter gave Crawford full credit, calling him amazing and incredibly talented, he also stressed the physical reality of the matchup, Canelo's weight, strength, and size advantage, especially in the deep waters of the championship rounds.
Canelo just too big for Crawford. I mean, Terence Crawford is another, amazing fighter. You gotta give credit when it's due. He's an amazing fighter, he's very talented, and he'll for sure give Canelo a fight, and Canelo knows that. But I feel like Canelo will use, his experience, his weight, and how big he is, and I think he'll overpower Terence Crawford like in the later.
Sean Porter's take mirrors a growing concern throughout the boxing world. No matter how skilled Crawford is, moving up to 168 to face a battle-tested, heavy-handed Canelo might simply be a step too far. Even those who admire Crawford's brilliance, like Sean, see the size difference as a game-changer. Veteran fighter and former elite sparring partner Lionel "Lonnie B." Thompson recently offered a brutally honest assessment of the matchup. While he praised Crawford's exceptional skill, he made it clear, this fight isn't just about talent. It's about physics, relentless pressure, and the kind of presence Canelo brings into the ring.
And a good big man always beats a good small man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, see, William Scar's a naturally big guy. Crawford isn't. You know what I'm saying? And the way he struggled with Magdanov, he won, but he struggled. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking like
Lonnie B wasn't speaking in cliches. He broke down exactly why size would be a major issue. He pointed to Crawford's struggles against a lesser opponent like Israel Madrimov and argued that if someone like that could give Crawford trouble, then a relentless tank like Canelo would be a nightmare. Especially with Canelo's style, compact, powerful, and patient, Lonnie sees the matchup as a dangerous equation for Crawford.
Canelo, who's going to be more coming forward, pushing the issue more, hitting them on the shoulders, the hips. Really not a clean target for very few fighters know how to create openings. And that Canelo style, you got to create the opening. You got to create it. And Canelo explodes, so you can't fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? So, no, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Crawford is a phenomenal fighter, one of the best fighters this generation ever touch a pair of gloves. And I could be wrong, but I just can't see it.
Lonnie B never questioned Crawford's greatness. He called him one of the best of this generation. But for him, this isn't about legacy, it's a clear mismatch in both style and size. Like many who've been in the ring with heavy hitters, he sees Crawford's move to 168 as a step too far. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez is officially on, and it's more than a fight. It's a full-blown collision of greatness, undisputed versus undisputed, the sport's slickest technician against its biggest star. Crawford is chasing legacy. Canelo is defending his throne. But with greatness comes risk, and opinions are sharply divided. Some believe Crawford's skills will cut through weight classes like they always have. Others say this time, the size, power, and punishment will be too much. We've heard from champions, trainers,